out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Rolling to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Let's go. Gun, gun, gun.
They go play action here on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. ing2008's in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hey, express.
On second down, Ryan eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
A very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Grady Jarrett with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Shotgun now for Bortles. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Let's go, let's go.
From midfield, here's Bortles. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A very solid gain of 27. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Again, it's Bortles. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On third down, Yeldon. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Bortles now to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though. As I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Flush to his right. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that would help him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Bortles. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. As we inch closer to the regular season, I'm just peering down at some of the preseason records. Right now, Ravens 4-0, Bengals, Panthers, Cardinals, all 3-0. I guess my question is, what stock do you put in these preseason records?
Well, the easy answer is nothing, because the preseason...
And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Duke Riley coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
72.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Flipping left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Here we go. Hey, spread right. Snap.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Let's go.
A first down carry down for Yeldon. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Fournette. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' first down. Bortles going to come up here on 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Spread right, 72. Hey, 54, Ricky. Under.
They go back to the ground now with Yeldon. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short game. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And now look at him go. 30, 10, 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure it's something.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
22! Gun! Let's go! Let's go!
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Flush, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. On second down, here's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Sanu. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away. Throw left side complete. It's Cole. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first down, Bortles. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Deion Jones coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. It's Desmond Trufant. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then against with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. 20. After the interception, here's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Uses the spin. Oh, now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, you know, Charles, just thinking back, it was around this time a year ago, Hurricane Harvey was devastating the Houston area and other areas there in southeast Texas. 1 year later, though, J.J. Watt's Foundation announced it had raised and given $41.6 million in the last calendar year.
That's phenomenal. And he was the end of...
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Let's go.
Coleman. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Get up! 54, south! Hey, gun.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Ryan. And it's complete. Hoover. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
He'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield trying to hit his back. unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback who's going to his left. A little bit tougher.
Exactly.
His throw caught at about the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Get out!
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old-reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks.
This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu from 4 yards out. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Here comes Grant on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's Bortles to throw. And fights him off. And an alley to run. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Bortles now on first down. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A fake to Fournette, now it's Bortles to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead. And
that's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down.
Here we go, here we go.
Into the red zone, it's Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Jaguars on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Bortles to throw once more. And this is going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
We got three, fellas, we got 3. Lucy.
Now Bortles, got to have this one. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Vic Beasley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the 1st down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
It's caught. Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper, 49 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. He's going to sling this deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 57 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Shotgun now for Bortles. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. On the return, here's Justin Hardy. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Ryan wants to throw it. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, even after all those work there.
I think all the old rules